The Discraft Zone is one of the most popular discs of all time, and in my opinion, everyone should have one in their bag. But with over 20 different plastic types, it can be hard to determine which zone is right for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out the 5 most popular zone plastics to help you determine which one you should buy. Let's get into it. For those of you that don't know, the Zone is the original overstable approach disc with flight numbers 4303. It was released by Discraft in 2008, and ever since then, every company's been trying to replicate it, but they just can't. But I may just be a little bit biased because the Zone is probably my favorite disc of all time. So here are the 5 zones we'll be testing today. An ESP, a Z, the soft zone, a Jawbreaker zone, and a CryZtal FLX zone. I'm going to be playing 5 holes comparing those zones, and at the end, I'm going to be ranking them based on durability, stability, and grip. The first hole is 227 feet, just straight ahead. Should be a nice backhand hyzer. We're going to try out the ESP zone first. Yep, that's just what you want from a zone. Let's go with the soft zone now. This thing is actually a little bit warped. I don't know if you guys can see that because I nailed a tree with it one time. Let's see if it still flies like a zone though. Hung that one out a little bit wide, but it should come back nicely. A little bit deep there. The Z zone is up next. That's like it. Maybe it'll skip in the basket. Oh, that was close. Jawbreaker zone. Another great shot. Oh my goodness. Let's make this CryZtal FLX go in the basket. Why'd I throw that so high? And right through the tree. First impressions, that Z zone was definitely the most overstable. All 5 of those ended up in the circle. I don't think you guys really needed to see me putt anyways. This hole is 200 feet on the top of that mound. We're gonna be trying the forehand gap today. Just gonna be doing the same order so it doesn't get confusing. ESP zone first. That's nice, real nice. Get a good skip up to the basket. About 15 feet away. Soft zone. Ooh, sneaky gap. Definitely wasn't as overstable, but it still did fight back at the end. Now the Z. Should get some good skip with that. Didn't get the skip because I hit the edge of the hill, but it's still 15 feet away. I'm curious to see how this Jawbreaker feels on a forehand. Feels real nice. Not super overstable though, that thing went dead straight. And the good old CryZtal FLX. There it is. Not too bad, should all be in the circle again. So I'll just show you where they all ended up. The furthest one away was this CryZtal FLX. Then we have the Z zone right there, the Jawbreaker right there, and the 2 closest were the ESP and the soft zone. I'll go ahead and just do one putt here. There it is. Ching! This is the perfect hole to test the ground play of these discs. It's 211 feet. You have to hit this initial gap, and then you want to get a good skip to the left towards the basket. Caught the last tree, but it's exactly what you want. Good little slide up there. The soft zone didn't want to skip left much, just kept going straight. Which is perfectly fine. Now the Z, I need to release this kind of flat because I know it's gonna skip hard. Boom! I'm all right. I wish I could have aced like Kevin Jones though. Jawbreaker now. Kind of missed the line, get sneaky. Ooh, get a skip. Oh. I actually went deep with that one. Didn't skip left enough. And the CryZtal FLX. Just like that. Oh, what a skip. And I hit that tree again. I actually threw this Jawbreaker one into the road out of bounds. My only good shot was with this soft zone here. Not my best hole. We need to test out the ground play again because that last hole did not go well. So I've moved over to the back 9. I'm on hole 14. It's 146 feet. I'm gonna be trying to go for a forehand skip ace. If I hit an ace with any one of these discs, I'll be giving a zone away to one of you guys. Let's get it. Put the ESP up first. That's a great line. Do it. Ah, didn't get a high enough skip, but that's okay. We got 4 more chances here. The soft zone, a little too high, but maybe. Oh yeah, that soft zone has no type of skip to it whatsoever. The Z zone, on the other hand, I'm calling it. It's going in the basket. Oh, get a skip in. Come on. Oh, maybe the Jawbreaker will surprise us. Little deep there. Last try for an ace. CryZtal FLX, don't let me down. There it is. Good shot. Yeah. Nice little soft skip at the end. Not too much though. All of these should be birdies, but we didn't come here for birdies. We wanted aces. I'll extend the ace bounty to this hole. It's only 140 feet. Let's end it with a bang. Oh, that skipped a lot. It's the bad thing about this hole. You want a disc that hits the ground and sits down, because if you skip too much, you're gonna be off in the rough and not have a putt. This soft zone here should be perfect. Just go in. Oh! Wow! Come on, I gotta hit it now. Z zone. Do it, come on. Little high, little high. Jawbreaker better come in clutch here. Oh, a little wide, I think. Yeah. One last try with the CryZtal FLX zone. Oh, not quite. Hit the pole though. This close to getting my first ace on this channel. Ah, come on. I'm heading over to the field to do one last quick stability test, and then we'll get into my comparison. I'm gonna give each of these one good rip, see how far I can throw them, and see which one is the most overstable. It's a pretty beefy boy right there. A bit low, but very straight. Oh, that soft zone flipped up real nice. Let's go. I kind of yanked that one a little. Man, that thing is so stable. I love it though. Now it's time to give you my final comparisons for these 5 different zones. Coming in at the least stable of these discs, we have the soft zone. Now, it's still very overstable compared to other discs, but for a zone, it flew pretty straight. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jawbreaker zone. Again, no surprise here that both the putter line zones are at the bottom of this list. Right in the middle of all of them is the CryZtal FLX zone. This thing is still pretty overstable, and it's more overstable than I expected with how gummy this thing is. But it just was not as overstable as these next two. Number 2 was the ESP zone, and number 1, the Z zone. There wasn't too much difference between these, but the Z zone definitely was the most overstable. At number 5, with the least amount of grip, is the Z zone. This plastic is just so slick. If it's raining or you have sweaty hands, you're not gonna be able to get a very good grip on this plastic. And then at number 4, we have the ESP zone. Again, it's premium plastic. It is a little bit slicker, but it definitely has a lot more grip than the Z did. At number 3, we have the CryZtal FLX zone. It has very good grip for a premium plastic, and with how gummy it is, if you really like to press down into your disc when you're throwing, it'll conform to your hand really well, and you'll be able to get a really good grip out of it. Now at number 2, we have the soft zone. I always love how base plastics feel in my hand. They're just so tacky and grippy. They feel so good. But it was not as good as number 1, the Jawbreaker zone. It definitely has the best grip out of all of them. This Jawbreaker plastic is so tacky, and it just feels great. And now the last ranking, I'm gonna be ranking these plastics based on their durability. I'm gonna go through it quick because it should be no surprise. The soft zone, least durable. I nailed the tree once and now it's warped. After that, we have the Jawbreaker plastic. It's still a base plastic, so it's not super durable. At number 3, I actually have the ESP zone. I actually don't think it's as durable as number 2, the CryZtal FLX zone. With how gummy it is, it's hard to damage this disc. And coming in at number 1 is the Z plastic. No matter how many trees you hit with this thing, it's not gonna lose its stability whatsoever. So that's my plastic comparison for the zone. I hope this video helped you decide which plastic zone you should put in your bag. I'm gonna be going with the CryZtal FLX and the ESP. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.